Welcome to Designing Spaces Think Green, the show that's all about you, your living space, and living a more eco-friendly lifestyle. I'm David Jones. All of us are becoming increasingly aware of how we affect our environment. A healthier environment means healthier lives for all of us. Designing Spaces believes it's time we take care of our home, the ultimate living space, planet Earth. Here's a scary thought. Sometimes the air in your home is more toxic than the air outside. Volatile organic compounds, formaldehyde, radon, mold, and allergens could be slowly but surely affecting your health. How can you tell if your home's air is polluted? Well, here's Debi Marie with the story.
While the average person drinks about 2 to 3 liters of water a day, we breathe in approximately 10,000 liters of air on a daily basis. Over a lifetime, this translates to hundreds of millions of liters of air that we breathe into our body, providing a direct pathway for toxins to enter our body and affect our health. And because we spend so much time indoors, indoor air quality is key to our wellness and a healthy home. So what kind of toxins are in the air, and how do you detect them? Well, to find out, let's go inside and meet the man with all the answers. Come on. Meet Bob Mitzel from AirLab, a company specializing in testing air quality. So Bob, this house, it looks really pretty, nice and clean. I don't smell any stale air. So are there toxins here?
Actually, every home has toxins in it. The question is, what is the concentration? You typically don't see or smell toxins in your home. Doesn't necessarily mean they're not there.
Okay, so just because I don't smell stale air doesn't mean they're not here.
Correct.
Okay.
In fact, EPA has done studies where it shows that coming into our home, we can be exposed to chemicals 10 times higher than we typically see outside.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that. I would think more toxins, more bad stuff outside, inside safe, healthy.
Right. Well, most people think when they come home, that's what they're doing. They're coming into where it's going to be safe.
Right.
And with this AirLab kit, what it does is it actually looks for 4 different categories of compounds. The first set is volatile organic compounds. There's about 20 compounds on the list. Most of them are carcinogenic and are typically found in indoor air. We also look for formaldehyde. And formaldehyde is very common in new homes or remodeled homes or mobile homes because it's in a lot of the materials that are used to build a home. We also look for radon and allergen and molds. So it's a pretty comprehensive kit.
It's a lot.
It is. And what's great about it is it allows the homeowner to order the kit online. It allows them to do all the testing themselves as far as setting it up in their home without bringing an expensive consultant in or an engineer.
Which is always a good thing.
It is always a good thing.
Now, you mentioned a couple different toxins. Do they all come together, or are there certain circumstances that you may find one without another?
So I'll give you a really good example. We had a couple that recently remodeled their home, and in the process of doing that, they laid down laminated wood flooring and had the contractor do the work. Well, the contractor used an adhesive to lay the flooring down. Once it was completed, they couldn't enjoy the remodel. They couldn't even sit in the room because
So they smelled it instantly?
They smelled it instantly, and they also had eye irritation and skin irritation. So they ordered a kit. They found out that it had very high levels of toluene. Well, toluene is typically used in glues. So they found out when the contractor used glue to lay down the flooring.
Oh, no. So what do? They
had the flooring torn out.
So we really don't know what's present, do we, unless we use the kit, correct?
That's correct.
Wow. Okay, so let's see how we do this.
So here's a kit. When we receive a kit, it's very detailed instructions on how to set it up. And it's very simple. Once you unpackage it, you have these samplers, these very samplers here. This is the volatile organic sampler. And simply to deploy it, you slide.
Okay, that's easy.
Exposing the holes. Okay. Put it back in its base. This is the formaldehyde piece. Same concept. You slide, put it back in the base, exposing the holes. This is the radon piece. It's very simple. Unscrew the cap, set it down. And then for the mold and allergens, this is simply just a tape strip where we take it out, take it to a flat surface, tape it down, pull it up, place it back into the container and close it up.
Well, we tested the air in here a few days ago, right? And you got the results back?
Yes, we did.
All right, so let's check it out and see how we did. Well, what do we do if we find that we do have toxins in our home?
So in this particular case for this home, you can see the results here. We have them up here on the page, and one of the compounds that looks like is out of range is formaldehyde. Well, I noticed that they did recently purchase some new baby furniture, cribs and the dresser and stuff, and I noted when looking at the furniture, it's using building materials where they use an adhesive to put the cribs together.
You think that's what it was?
Usually adhesives like that, particularly related to furniture like that, there are usually high levels of formaldehyde in it.
So what do you do? What would they do here in this home?
And typically when you do things like that, where you do have materials that are put together like that, it's best to put them together outside and let the material outgas for a week or two.
So where can our viewers find this kit and learn more online?
If they go to AirLab online,
AirLab, is it just one word, no hyphen?
no hyphen, airlabonline.com, they can first research the kit and the information about what the kit can do for them. And if they're interested, they can purchase it online.
Well, Bob, thank you so much for being here today and really showing us how we can test our homes and be safe. And now we can breathe a breath of fresh air, literally. Thank you.
You're welcome, Debbie. It's a pleasure.
Appreciate it. Well, to learn more about AirLab and to get the link that Bob told you about, you can visit our website at designingspaces.tv and then just click on Think Green. For Designing Spaces Think Green, I'm Debi Marie.
What do we want to leave behind for future generations? All of us have the power and ability to make a difference. Together, let's make the right decision and move towards a healthier world. For Designing Spaces Think Green, I'm David Jones.
You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.